Well, I literally got a coffee and I started filming the video today and I realized it was on a picture and not the actual video, so I missed half of the video that I was filming for you guys. But we went to Starbucks and we are now going to go back to the house because I think in a video, let me put this in, I mentioned that my footwell module is now back. It was completely bricked and it had 3 fuse safety settings on it or something to that effect, where it was not allowing the right voltage to certain things. So definitely my footwell module was bricked and there are some issues with it, but that has all since been repaired. And so I'm going to install it, but tomorrow I do get my adaptive module for the driver's side headlight because the new one that I bought actually got fried. So what we're doing today is we are going to install the footwell module. We are going to check all the grounds on the 135i to make sure they're not corroded, because I know that can cause some voltage issues when the car's not grounded properly. But I think the footwell module was the big thing. It had some voltage issues and it was bricked, so that can cause some bad ground. So we're on the right track, but we still need to wait for the adaptive module and then we'll go from there. So let's get back to the house. Okay, so I am back home now and I'll show you guys what I plan to do. But as you can see, I have to go up a bunch of stairs and my garage is 3 floors down. So anytime I work on my car and have to edit videos, I have to come all the way up, and I forget something, I have to go all the way back down. So this way, everything is all in one place, so I can make a video and I can edit right there without having to go up a bunch of steps, which probably isn't bad for me, but it's still, I want to be a little bit more efficient. So here is where my editing station was, and as you can see, you know, it's a good space, but this is kind of like my nook area. And so now I am gonna move this desk, which is cool because it has these buttons that moves the desk up and down. So it's kind of cool to have. So I'm going to move this down into the garage area and I'll show you that space. As you know, here's my garage. And so my plan is to move it right here because I have a power source there for the computer and some other things. And this is just a really good area to have. It's away from the car and it's kind of in a safer area where nothing's gonna get on it. And I'll have a little bit more table space for some of my editing and filming stuff and microphones. So instead of that being all right here and there, I'm gonna have a desk that can kind of have all of that here. So let's get this desk right there. It is all complete and it looks amazing. And honestly, guys, I do not know why I did not do this before, because literally I can work on my car, come right over here and edit my videos, and I have everything right here. I am really excited. This is gonna work out perfectly. But anyway, so we got that done, which was a big pain in the butt because this desk is unbelievably heavy. This desk does go up and down, which is kind of cool when you adjust it. And I have my nice office chair here. So it's gonna work out great, but let's get this footwell module installed. Now that I've shown you my office and everything, let's go put this back in the car, and that will get us one step closer to hopefully fixing the electrical issues my headlights were having. And that's really the only thing that was happening. It was just the blinker, which I found the housing was installed incorrectly, but I'm gonna check one more thing before I put this in, and that is the ground, the main ground from the engine to the chassis. It's under the driver's side kind of footwell. So I'm gonna check that to make sure it's not corroded or anything. Initial checks, it looked fine, but if the actual ground strap looks a little beat up or it's fraying, I might go get one at the BMW dealership, but let's check that first and then we'll get going. Okay, so if you can see the ground right there to the chassis, if it zooms in, let's see. So that's the ground right there. You see how there's no green corrosion or anything like that, and the actual ground strap is in good condition. That's what you're looking for. So that is fine, and that is the main ground. So that can cause a lot of issues, and the actual ground strap is in good condition. So, you know, not really anything to worry about there. All right, so as you saw, there's no ground issues or anything like that I can see. The headlights, there's no missing, you know, kind of prongs in the connectors. These connectors are clean, they're not dirty. The ground strap or the main ground for the whole car, that's good, intact, there's no corrosion. So because the footwell module came back bricked and it had a few error codes, or it had 3, that just leads me to believe that when I bought the car, someone put a Nampa battery in the car, which I don't think was the correct battery for the car anyway in the electrical system. And they didn't register the battery to the car. So I think that bricked the footwell module and caused some issues in it. Now that it's repaired, I think that that's gonna solve the headlight issues. But let's get the footwell module in and get all the interior trim back in so we can get that completed. Just like that, the footwell module is back in. As you can see, you have to get kind of contorted to get that thing in, and those back wires are kind of difficult, or back harnesses are kind of difficult to get in, but you just have to kind of move the carpet out. But that is all dialed in, just making sure nothing's loose, but looks good, it's back in. Footwell module is in, it's all dialed in. I've checked the ground under the chassis. I've checked the battery grounds in the trunk. There's one more thing I want to do and that is check the amp for this has the hi-fi system. So not the bass, but the hi-fi system. So it has the subs under the seats. And I've read that sometimes that the amp back there can get some water damage, and that can cause some electrical things like the radio buzzing, which my car does have, which is interesting. And so I'm wondering if maybe now the footwell module's fixed, if that might fix anything, but I am gonna check that before I hook the battery back up. But we still have a few things to do, and that is we can't start the car without the headlights. And here is the driver's side headlight, and obviously that is missing the adaptive headlight module, because if you check over here, this one got fried. that's the OEM one. And then the one that's similar to the OEM one, but it's not quite OEM, that one got fried as well. And that is before I fixed the footwell module. So I get the other adaptive, or the new adaptive headlight module in tomorrow. So that's coming in. And also I fixed the other blinker and got a new blinker housing for the passenger side light. So we just are waiting to get those back in. And then what I'll do is I will plug in the headlights, and then we will test to see if the footwell module and the new adaptive module and the new blinker housing fixes the headlight issues. Like I said in other videos, I already checked the main ground and that was good. And then I went back because, like I mentioned, I got a new OEM battery that I registered with the car. And obviously you see the ground is off because I'm doing electrical work, but I've checked everything. All the grounds are good, everything's connected well, and you know, we're all set here. So there should be no issues from this side. But like I said, I am gonna check the adaptive, or the stereo for the hi-fi system, because it sits right here and sometimes that can get water and cause some issues. But I'm absolutely hoping that the footwell module and the battery were kind of a combination of things that, you know, kind of made the footwell module get bricked and have 3 voltage issues. So I think we're close, but we will see. So I'm gonna finish this tomorrow because obviously I can't finish this without the adaptive module. So I will follow up with you guys tomorrow. All right, guys, it is the next few days later and I have some updates. I still have not received the adaptive headlight module. It was shipped to Oregon and then somehow it got shipped back down to California, and now it's back in Oregon somewhere. So I'm still waiting on that, but in hindsight, I think that is a good thing, and I will tell you why. As I was looking at my headlights and doing a little bit more research on what could cause problems, I looked at this connector here, and I don't know if you guys can see, but you see that corrosion there? That is kind of indicating to me that because the back connector, let me show you. Where is that? Oh, it's right here. So the back connector that you see here is, there's no corrosion, right? There's absolutely, it's perfect. There's no arcing on any of those connectors or anything. And then if I look at the internal connector, it looks like there's some arcing going on internally. After calling a few shops and kind of letting them know what's happening and all the things that I've checked on my car, the connectors on the actual headlights and comparing them to the actual harness on the car, that the connectors go to the headlights, and the chassis grounds, new batteries, the fuses, everything is good. The adaptive, or the footwell module, is all fixed. And honestly, guys, I think it's the headlights. They have an internal short somewhere, and I feel like I'm gonna have to open them up and get them fixed. And I don't know if I have the time to do it, but I did find a shop in California that can do some really cool custom work, but also repair them. So I think I'm gonna go that route, but now after doing some research, I think it's my headlights. So I will see you guys in the next video. The saga of my headlights continues, but I think I found the issue, and it is within the headlights. Has nothing to do with the car, because everything looks good from the grounds to the wiring. So next step is to get my headlights fixed. So I will see you in the next video.